welcome back to A Drill and a Dream. So tonight I'm here at the house, just seeing if I can work on some insulation a little bit. Quite often recently I've been coming to the house in the evening after work and just doing some puttering on little jobs here and there, doing what I can. Usually I don't film it because it's just like, you know, little things. And I just like listen to music or whatever in my headphones and do my thing, which is nice. But tonight I was like, well, maybe I'll make a video and show the friends what's going on here. It's so exciting, like that things are like there are things to do is really exciting because we've been kind of waiting for electrical to get done and everything, and so that we can move on. It's so funny because recently it's been, since there's not been a lot going on, I'm like, okay, have a video out for Tuesday or whatever, and there's just nothing much to do. But now it's like the opposite problem. I feel like I'm gonna have so many videos and things are happening so quickly, which is really, really exciting. But I don't want you guys to miss out on any of the fun because yeah, I know. We've all been like, this has been a long journey and now we're finally getting to really exciting parts. So I don't want you guys to miss a thing. Anyway, so Jay was working on insulation today and I'll show you what he got done. So this is the second bedroom and everything is done on this side. I don't know how he does that all by himself, honestly. Superman. But over here started a little bit, and this tricky stuff still has to get done, but this room is, I believe, officially, I mean, that's under the stairs too, but this new line is done. I think this room is basically officially done for the ceiling insulation, other than that little thing that needs to be done after. But we were noticing there's like these little holes up here that need to get filled, which is one of the things I was going to work on tonight, filling all those little pieces. And then I figured I could work some on this lower stuff here, but I don't have the capacity to strap it by myself. But another exciting thing about today is we got the wall stuff delivered, so I'll show you what that looks like. Here's some of it. So it's R23 and it is 16 inches on center, 2x6 studs and joists, 8 bats. So I'm excited because I think that's going to be, I mean, I know this is going to be way easier to put in. Basically, I'll show you over here. So these, since we built this out the way that we did, we can put them all just like right in each thing, like a normal house, like a normal new house would be. And we just stick them right in between each thing, and it'll be so much easier than the ceiling. For one, it's not over your head, and for two, it's done the way that it's supposed to be done, so way easier. But before we can get to that easier stuff, we have to do the hard stuff and get all of the ceiling done up here, which is very nearly done, and then also the addition downstairs. This is going to be interesting. So the nice thing about this rockwool stuff is that so we're cutting it just like with a serrated knife, like a bread knife, and it cuts really easy. Like it's very nice to work with compared to fiberglass, from what I hear, having absolutely no experience with a fiberglass myself. I mean, that's not true. I've touched it before, and you know how it's like, it makes you itch a lot, and it's like glass, made out of glass, so therefore it gives you like little cuts and stuff. And this stuff doesn't. Like it is a little bit itchy and it's a little bit itchy. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. But it's not nearly like that. And like I said in the last video, it just kind of fits into the places. I'll show you. If I cut this correctly, possibly, if you can see it, but it just fits right on up and it holds there by itself. If it's cut the correct size, just holds there. It's kind of tricky to show all these little spots. It's nice too because the parts that you don't use, you can use for other little places. Filling in gaps and holes and stuff like that. Possible. Let's. You know, that reminds me, I was wearing a mask before. I should do that. Guys, have I told you how excited I am for sheetrock? So soon. Can you imagine when we put up that first sheet? Ugh, so exciting. I'm telling you, this stuff is already working because I don't usually shed layers here. I usually just get colder and colder until I finally have to go home. Jay was saying that today he turned on the heater that we have, the kerosene heater, and he had to turn it off because it got too hot. So, yeah, things are happening. Beautiful. Okay. So I know it's not the easiest to see, but all those little holes are filled. Looks so amazing. Okay, so over here I can do these holes that are already strapped. And start with that. It's really nice to have little jobs that I can do, you know, when I have free time in the evening. 6 inches. This may be tricky. So the problem with this is, like, this roof has so many nails sticking through it from like the original roofing, which is probably shingles, wood shingles. Wood shingles? Is that a thing? I think so. Yeah. That's what shingles are, right? I don't know. Doesn't matter. Yeah, cedar, like cedar shakes. Is that a thing? I don't know. I think that's what I've been told, that it was probably originally wood shingles. And therefore, all of them were nailed in. And the nails, like, all kind of go through the wood, and then they catch on the rock wool, making it hard to slide. Not that it's a very slidey thing to start with. Oh, I'm hot. Anyway, it makes everything kind of difficult, and you're trying to go through these things and they break. So it's kind of tricky, but eventually you kind of get it. Hopefully. There we go. Whew. Which is why it's a lot easier when you don't have to strap it. And I'm literally going down another layer. Actually, maybe I should take my hat off. Hats are very hot, you know? Maybe I'll leave the vest on and take the hat off. See how that goes. But it is dirty. It still is a dirty job. And yeah. Maybe not I'm as dirty as fiberglass. Again, never really done it, but it is still dirty. Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is much easier. This one. There we go. Inches, which makes sense. This one doesn't look like quite that, 4 inches. Guys, this is 10 inches, and the next one's 6 inches, and the one after that's 4 inches. I think you and I both know what that means. It's perfect. And if you don't, I'll tell you, 6 plus 4 equals 10. This looks tricky, 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 tricky. Also, looks like not, woo, yeah. That's ouchy. This looks like it's tapered in size, but we'll see what we can do. I literally don't know what this is. It was at the house when I got it. Body filler. Something for cars. I don't know. I don't know why it's still here. Yikes. I'm going to cut this a little bit. If I can get it back out. Yeah. So guys, I would love to know, obviously sometimes I have like fast motion with music and sometimes I don't. And, it's probably still going to stay like a variety. But I'm curious like what you guys think, if you prefer one or the other. Sometimes there's just not a lot of like conversation going on, We're just kind of working and doing our thing. If you guys prefer like to hear the sounds of the drills and all that jazz, or if you prefer music, let me know in the comments below. I kind of try to keep it, a mixture, because everybody has different preferences, and sometimes it's just easier to do one way or the other. I have technical difficulties quite often for some reason. But yeah, let me know what you guys prefer when it comes to that stuff. Ooh, here we go. Awesome. Beauteous. So I need another 6 and 4, and then there's all of these short pieces to do, and there's the same thing like I did over on the other side on this corner. Guys, I can't wait for sheetrock. Can't even wait. Even just like, because it'll be walls, and they'll, even just the sheetrock, not finished and stuff, will be white, and it'll just brighten up, stop my ass, it'll just brighten up this place so much, just for it to be all white, even though it won't be good and perfect and stuff, it'll be bad looking sheetrock, but it'll be so amazing, and that's coming so soon. I can't even. The other nice thing, guys, is that I used all my old serrated knives here, and so that means I got to buy myself, for my real house, a new bread knife. Every once in a while you'll get something sharp. It's very interesting. Go in here. So I asked Jay if what he thought about the rockwool, because this was his first time using it, and he's done a lot of, fiberglass before. And he said that, obviously there's still the issues. Forgive me if I already literally told you this, but he said that he much prefers it. It's definitely a lot easier to work with, he said. It's like I I don't remember if I just told you that or not, but I had this crazy day at work today. Because, so I work at a fuel oil company, if you're new, but I do like bookkeeping, taxes, stuff like that. And we had some wind in the area this week, and we had the power outage, and something happened to our wire, our internet cable thing. So it was just like a big mess, blah, 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 whatever. But I was on the phone with Spectrum for like an hour, and I was talking to this guy, and he gave me it was really funny. He gave me the ticket number for our thing, and then it was like 2 seconds later, and then he's like, okay, would you like the ticket number? And I was like, is it the one you just gave me? And he's like, oh my gosh, did I just give you that? It was like literally 2 seconds later. So that's the kind of day I'm having. Me and the Spectrum guy, we can relate. Okay, so the smaller pieces where there's the original rafters, I did a bunch of those yesterday, so I know the drill, but I try to do it with like shorter pieces because they just, break off because they're only 2 inches. So I just take like a piece and then I cut. These are 7.5 inches things, and I was cutting them in 3s and then just sticking them in like that, and it worked pretty well. But they kind of are fall aparty, especially the middle one. But they'll do in a pinch. Oops, daisy. Also, it is just so nice to have lights. Lights! I know this sounds like obvious, but they make working at night so much better. Because you can put up like a light or whatever, but it's just not the same. This is very calming. Could put you right to sleep. I don't know if that's like should be the goal of my videos, is to put you right to sleep, but hey, pretty as a picture. Just kidding, it doesn't look that pretty. Kind of looks like they're puking over there and stuff, but you get the idea. 16 inches, yeah. 4 inches. Did I do that? Where'd that come from? I'm losing it. It's better anyway. Where? It came from up there. Oh, it's coming apart. There we go. Guys, how ridiculous do I look right now? Beautiful. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to reach this very well. Oh, maybe. So close. That is just a little bit taller. There we go. Jackpot. Guys, wow. It's a good thing this isn't a fashion contest because I would be winning. You wouldn't stand a chance. I always laugh because I know I've probably told you this before, but like I wouldn't go out in public looking like this. I wouldn't go to the gas station by my house looking like this. And yet for some reason, here I am sharing it with the whole world for anyone to see. So silly. Oh, there's beehive. Ew. You guys see this? Do you see it up there? It's in the way. Yikes. The Oh, there it goes. Well, we'll leave it there as a permanent fixture inside the house. It's definitely, there's nothing in it, right? Question mark. I'll rip it down. Yikes. So one thing I noticed though, after yesterday was the day that I did that last video that I posted where Jay and I were working on the ceiling. Is that true? Yeah, yesterday. And one thing is for sure, guys, yeah, my arms hurt. That doesn't look very good, but I think it'll be fine. Yeah, my arms hurt from like all the above the head stuff, for sure. Beautiful. Okay, so I think that is where I'm going to call it quits for insulation. We've got all of these holes patched, all of the corners of the peak on this side and on the other side, making some awesome progress. Look at that. Whew. So today is Friday night, party hard at the house, and tomorrow I will be back. I believe Jay will be here also, and we're probably going to work on more of the ceiling. Unless Jay is not here, then I will probably work on, maybe start on the walls, because that seems like more of a one Abby person job. I know Jay can do the ceiling by himself somehow, but Abby can't. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Definitely check in next time because we're going to make some more progress on the insulation. Yeah, super, super exciting. Super exciting stuff. So I will see you next time on A Drill and a Dream. Until then, have a stupendous day, and I will see you next time on A Drill and a Dream.